Following the phenomenal success of Absolute Batman #1, which is now heading for its third reprint at time of recording, comic fans have a second installment to look forward to in DC Comics' new Absolute Universe, that being Absolute Wonder Woman #1. The synopsis for the Absolute Wonder Woman line, it goes as follows. Without the island paradise, without the sisterhood that shaped her, without a mission of peace, what is left is the Absolute Amazon. Hello everyone, I am Brett the Comic Novice, and this is my thoughts and review for Absolute Wonder Woman #1. Now, I will tell you that I personally did not find this one the one that was the most compelling. Now, for me personally, out of all three of the Absolute titles, this was the one that I was looking forward to the least, because I didn't know much about the writer Kelly Thompson. I'd only read a handful of the Birds of Prey comics that she's done, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect here. But because she's part of the Trinity, because I am a DC Comics fan, I felt as though I did owe it to myself to read this, and I will tell you, I am glad I did. This is an interesting take, and I also, similarly to the Absolute Batman #1, I'm kind of interested to find out where some of her rogues gallery ends up and who is going to be different or reimagined differently within Wonder Woman's life. Within the first few pages of Absolute Wonder Woman #1, we are immediately pulled into an action scene as California's gateway city is under attack by a upside-down triangle. Now, for me personally, whenever you have a superhero doing superhero stuff, if you can hear in your head as you're reading it the theme that the movies, the theatrical movies, or the TV series have done to, make heroic moments sound greater, I feel as though you have done a fantastic job of writing. And as we first see Wonder Woman come in, possibly in some sort of boom tube-ish kind of opening, I can immediately hear the drums from the Wonder Woman movie, which is phenomenal. I feel as though that this is different compared to the Wonder Woman that we're expected to in, Earth 1 or Earth Prime. But I feel as though that this, so far, issue #1, is very compelling. You have a lot of mystery and intrigue, as this one is entitled Wonder Woman: The Last Stand. Now, there's a couple of things that I do think that are quite interesting regarding this whole reimagining Wonder Woman's storyline, because the present-day action story gets paused to give us a little bit more of Princess Diana's background, her growing up in this absolute universe. And we find that Apollo has basically given Circe, one of Wonder Woman's villains in the main line of comics, to her as a guardian, which is somewhat interesting. But also, additionally, which is interesting, is we also kind of get like this little Doctor Who-ish kind of moment where Apollo tells her that she is Princess Diana. Wonder Woman is going to be the last of the Amazons, or last of the Time Lords. And then he pronounces that from this point forward, the word Amazon is going to be Voldemorted, or not uttered, or be able to be uttered at all. The word is banned. So again, beg, borrowing, and stealing to complete this storyline. Interesting. I believe firmly that this first story arc, this 5-part series, is going to be strong. It's going to be interesting for me personally to see what happens after that, starting with issue #6. As we, look at Wonder Woman's bringing up, we find that Circe is uncaring and unpassionate caretaker, allowing Wonder Woman to possibly, off herself because of neglect. However, throughout time, you have Circe actually coming to love and care and take and look over Wonder Woman as a motherly figure, which again is going to be interesting to see if at one point in time in the near future, she either kind of takes on the role of Hippolyta, or however you pronounce Mother Wonder Woman's name, or you get the whole, something's going to happen and she's going to end up being the villain in Wonder Woman's life. It's going to be quite interesting. I doubt the latter, but we'll have to see. I think it's fun. I think this story has, again, lots of action packed. We have this world being attacked by harbingers, where Wonder Woman faces off against Harbinger Prime, and she basically pronounces herself as the caretaker, protector of this world. I think that this is going to be interesting. I've read an article how this Absolute Wonder Woman is the first superhero in the Absolute universe, dating back to before Batman becomes big in this universe, before Superman becomes big in this universe. It's going to be quite interesting. I think there's going to be lots of history in the making, the building of the Trinity, how they're going to interact with each other. Additionally, I hope that we just keep these titles separately, that they don't bleed into the main line as a whole. However, with the new the new Gods series, the 12-part maxi series that is going to be written by Ram V, it seems like that series is going to be juggling both the mainline universe and the Absolute universe and kind of bringing them together, which I'm not sure I'm 100% a fan of, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that is what I think. I think that this so far, and I'm going to be on the first 5 issues. I think it's going to be strong. I think it's going to be fun. I think there's a lot of things to be excited for. It'll be interesting to see if similarly to the Ultimate Spider-Man, the part 2, if the creators and the artists will be able to stay on it the entire time, or are we going to have a juggling of artists? Because already I believe Absolute Batman number 3 is being done by, or number 4 is being done by a completely different artist, not Nick Dragotta. So it'll be kind of interesting to see the consistency along this line, how long it will last. But so far, I do strongly recommend Absolute Wonder Woman number 1. What are your thoughts? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever. And until next time, I will see you in the dollar section, where probably maybe the 3rd or 4th printing of Absolute Wonder Woman number 1 will be located. Thanks again for watching.